What's up with it, y'all? Y'all know what time it is. It's the Kid Push, man. Big question that people been asking me all week long, right? They be saying, how do I make more money, Push, man? That's the question I get. People don't ask how to become great. People don't ask how to get an 850 credit score. People don't ask how to be disciplined. People don't ask how to be consistent. But you know what people ask me every time they see me? How do I make more money? So I came up with something that I really feel that everybody needs to understand about how life works. It's because it's bigger than just money and business and credit, right? It's a lesson about how life works, right? So the question is, how to make more money is to live a life without vice, a viceless life, right? Everybody put vice in the chat, right? Everybody put vice, V-I-C-E. Everybody put vice in the chat. The true key to becoming a person who has abundance is a person who has a life without vice. So if you don't know what a vice is, like people who have addictions like smoking, right? Drinking, gambling, right? Women, like these are things that are going to make you spend more money. Like it just is what it is. Food can even be a vice if used in the wrong way. Drug usage, things of that nature. A lot of us will say, hey, this is just me. This is just who I am. When truly who you are can be molded and changed in any way, right? So I want y'all to think about that in very, with straight intentionality. I want y'all to really think about that, right? So I want y'all to hear this and hear this good. If you remove drinking or smoking out of your life, would you have more or less money? If you remove clubbing, right, going to lounges, smoking hookah, things of that nature, would you have more or less money? If you remove your addiction with females and chasing women and taking them out on dates and jumping from girl to girl, and would you have more or less money if you eliminated those things, right? And the reality is that some of y'all are going to face is that y'all can't even look at the vices as a positive or negative thing. This is when delusion comes up, right? Delusion comes into play. That's when you got people around you that allow you to have vices, allow you to participate in toxicity, right? And y'all be wanting to make more money. Y'all be wanting to take more trips. Y'all be wanting to have more abundance. Y'all be wanting to have more options. But if you can't eliminate the vices, right? Then how do you plan to have more that you can actually accomplish? It's actually impossible and counteractive. So a lot of people ask me, yo, Mitch, how do I make more money? I'll be like, how many vices do you have? What is something that you do on a weekly basis that costs you a lot of money? Stop doing that. What is something that you do every month? And a lot of people don't realize sometimes things can become a vice. Things can become a vice, right? Because let me tell y'all what happens to us in the poor middle class, right? What we normally do is we're not used to having anything, right? So as soon as we get something, as soon as we get a raise, as soon as we get a large lump sum of money, we don't say, okay, cool, I'm going to invest in learning how to make more money. I'm going to learn how to save on taxes. I'm going to get a higher credit score. I'm going to get a cash flowing asset. We don't say that, do we? When we first get some money, what we do is we upgrade our lifestyle. That can be a vice, right? I know so many people, including myself in the past. When I got a raise at work, I didn't say, oh my God, I'm going to get ahead of the game. I didn't say, oh my God, now my head is finally above water, so now I'm comfortable. What I said was, I just got a raise. I'm not ahead of the game. I can now get a bigger TV. I can now get that bigger apartment. Now, I can now get the bigger car loan, right? You got to realize a lot of people don't think of their vice as just things. But every time we're on social media, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we are watching people do things that we couldn't do at a certain point in time. So as soon as we get a little bit of money, what do? We try to do that thing right away. It's not like what we want to do is say, hey, I want to be able to do this all the time. You're going to say, as soon as I got that raise, as soon as I get that tax return, as soon as I get this little bit of money, I'm immediately going to upgrade my lifestyle. And does that put you in the same place than you was before you had the raise or no? And we don't realize that every time we get our head above water, we choose, not life happens to us, not I'm a victim. No, we choose to upgrade our lifestyle and make the water come right back above our head. And then we look at everybody else and we do what? Point the finger. It's your fault. It's your fault I'm in this situation. It's your fault I'm in this situation. We do this in every walk of life. We do this with relationships. We do this with friends. We do this with family. We choose every vice that we have. Y'all got to realize that every friend that you have, you chose them. Every family member that you have, you choose to allow them access to you. Now, me in particular, I know the difference between relatives and family, right? Relatives are just blood related, right? That's just blood relation. I cannot choose my blood relation. I was born into this world without a choice of my own. My parents literally chose to procreate. I came out of nowhere. And because of that, I had relatives. I got cousins. I got cousins twice removed. I got sisters, brothers. Does that mean that I have to like all of my relatives? Does that mean that I have to have conversations with all of my relatives? Does that mean that I even have to support all my relatives? No, it does not. I do not believe in that at all. But family is a choice. The family that I allow to call my phone, that I allow to participate in my energy, that I would give my shirt off my back for, let them stay at my house. I would let them borrow money, let them use all of these things I have. I would love to let my family use those things. But relatives, I do not feel any connection to a relative that doesn't care about me unless I have something I can do for them. I'm going to say that again. I do not care at all about relatives. I do not feel sympathy. I do not want to give the shirt off my back for someone who does not care about anything about me unless I can do something for them. Now, the people who will do for me as I will do for them. Now, the people who will come and support me as I will come support them. Now, the people who show love to me, they speak positivity to me. They give the same energy that I give back. Those are the people who I choose to be my family. Do y'all get the difference? I choose every friend. I got friends that are not blood related, that are way 20 times more closer than me than my blood relatives. And that just means they are my true family. And that can be chosen. But we continuously, going back to the point, we choose the toxicity in our lives. We say, oh, this is my mom, so I got to do this. Oh, this is my cousin, so I got to. Oh, so-and-so always calling my phone and they bringing me this bad energy. But you still keep picking up the phone. People know that they cannot call my phone with bad energy. I will not pick it up. It doesn't matter how much technology they give us. It don't matter how many tablets, cell phones. It doesn't matter how many Wi-Fi networks they give to us. No matter what era that I live in, I refuse to be easily accessible to people just because I have a cell phone and the world is telling you that if I text you, you should text me back right away. I still protect my energy at all times. And the reason why I live an abundance lifestyle and I have the freedom to do what I want, not just what I can, is simply because of the choices that I make to live a viceless life. I choose to have reciprocity in my life at all times. This is straight facts. And until I made that decision, I didn't start making more money. I didn't start having high credit scores. I didn't have, cribs, big ass houses with my name on the walls and, heated marble floors and things of that nature and Lamborghinis. I didn't have any of those things because I still was living a life filled with vice. Okay. So you have to choose your life wisely. We get one chance to get this right, y'all. We get one chance. Right? We get one chance to get this right. Some people live like there is a second chance, like we're cats. We got 9 lives and we're going to die and then rise again. We're going to waste all of our 20s and then have a chance to go back to our 20s. Me, I'm getting older, y'all. I know I can see the age in myself. I'm on a scooter right now. My Achilles is ruptured right now from me just catching a basketball. I didn't do no dunk. I didn't do like a spin move. I didn't do a 360. I just caught the basketball and my Achilles popped. You get what I'm saying? I see the age in myself. I can see that I'm getting older. I can see my skin is a little bit different now that I'm getting older. And I know that I cannot go back to those times. People are calling me Unc now. People are calling me OG. I'm 34, about to be 35. People are calling me old. The music that I like is not what the kids like. The way that I dress is not how the kids dress. And what that means is that I am aging. I'm not getting any younger. That means that this time that I have right now with a little bit of youth in my body, I'm going to travel. I'm going to have fun in those small Lamborghinis and drive them fast. I'm going to live this life because when I get older, I know I won't want to do it. When I hear somebody invite me to something after 7 o'clock, I be dog shit tired just hearing the word 7. So with this life that I have, this one life, I'm going to do everything I can to live my heaven on earth, because you got to realize that there is a reason that you are here. It's lucky that you were born in the earth. It's luck. You got to know there are millions of like spermicide. There's millions of cells that come from out of your father to go into your mother, and it's cataclysmic. Like, it's just like hitting the lottery for you to be the one sperm cell that hits the egg that becomes an actual human being. So now that you are here, you are lucky that you get to be alive, right? So now that you are here, what are you going to do with this one chance at life? What are you going to do? Are you going to be that person that sat around and played video games all day? Are you going to be that one that complains to your friends all day about how you're not happy with where you are? Are you going to be that friend that just smokes and gets, out of your mind and not coherent because you got to feel like you're outside of your body because your life that you're living isn't good enough? Are you going to be the person that constantly drinks themselves into a different feeling because they can't feel like their natural selves until they drink alcohol and poison their body? Are you going to be the one that talks shits under everybody comments on their Instagram? Are you the one who downs everybody every time they say they feeling happy about doing something? Anytime one of your friends say they in a relationship, you tell them, oh, watch out now, be careful. Are you that person? Is that what you chose to be with this one life that you got? Because I'm going to really go for everything. I go for broke. I put the house on it. Like, you don't get a crib like this without risk. You don't get a watch like this without risk. You don't get a life of abundance without going for something bigger than what you have seen. Now, everybody has a chance. They got 24 hours in a day. You can either use them or you can lose them. And most people that I see on a day-to-day basis, they don't use their 24 hours. They lose their 24 hours. They lose it every day. And like I just told y'all, I feel the age of me. I know I'm getting older. I'm getting older. I'm more tired. I'm more lazy. Like, I be looking at my girl, like, my girl take care of me. I'm not going to cap you down. Like, my Achilles is ruptured. I don't want for anything. If my girl will get anything for me at any time of the night, any time of the morning. I'm very lazy. But I look at her and I'll be like, damn, does this relationship really like fulfill you? Because I'm such a boring person. I'm a person that just lays around all day. I like watching anime when I can. And I'm like, damn, do you really want to be with a dude who just do this all day? Like, I'm surprised. But what you got to realize is we got one life to get it right, and everything has to be in alignment. And if you choose a viceless life, you will attract the actual life that you want to have. The energy that you put out into the world is going to be the energy that you get back. So the energy that I'm constantly putting out is abundance mindset. I'm constantly telling y'all to go for y'all dreams, right? And what happens to me because of that? I'm constantly paying for things that like people want to go. Like, if I'm going to get groceries and I see somebody behind me, I pay for their groceries, right? I'm constantly giving somebody a gym that I use to make a lot of money. And when I do that, somebody walks up to me and they give me a gym to help me make a lot of money. And I constantly get the energy of the world that I constantly put in. When you put scammer energy out, you get scammer energy back. What does that mean? You're a person who buys something and do a chargeback. You know you're going to get that energy right back, don't you? You know when you pay for something, like, let's say you go to T-Mobile, you go to Comcast, you get your cable, you get your Wi-Fi connected, and then you let it hit your credit, and then you try to get it taken off your credit from credit repair. What does that mean? What kind of energy are you putting into the world? You really use that services. You really use that T-Mobile. You really use that Wi-Fi. And you're going to go and pay a credit repair person to literally pull that off your credit report and never pay that person who run the business? You never going to pay them? What type of energy are you putting into the world? Scammer energy. So if you put into the world, if you give to the world is going to give to you. If you take from the world is going to take from you. So realize what you're doing with this one life you got. You really got a shot at it, though. Like, people don't realize, like, when people see me, they be like, Mitch, you made it, right? They like, Mitch, you made it already. You made it. You made it. You the one. You made it. Every day that I wake up, I got to go make it again. Every year. When you become a successful person, do you think that the bills stop? Do you think that the bank stop looking, the IRS stop coming to get their money, the taxes stop increasing? Do you think the gas prices get lower? Do you think the housing market gets lower for you, the apartments, the mortgages? Everything goes up. The price, actually, everything is more expensive when you become wealthy, because now, because they think you got money, they want to charge you the extra price. I drove in a Toyota. I got out of an Uber, right? I was in a Toyota Uber. I came, and then my friend pulled up behind me. He had a regular car just like a Toyota. He had like a Ford Fusion. He paid for valet. His valet was $10. I pulled up later on. I had to go back. I left my ID. I had to go back. I went and got my car. I came back in my Lambo. They charged me $300 for where somebody had to pay $10. And they said, yeah, they did it so crazy because they said they can't even take my Lamborghini in the garage because there's too many risks. So the only way is if they leave it up top, and I got to pay $300 just to park my Lamborghini. All I'm trying to do is park my car. When you go and pay for somebody to paint your walls, they'll quote you a price on a phone. They'll say, hey, yeah, for us, how much square foot is it? I'll tell them the square footage. They say, cool, it's this price. They pull up to my house. They see how nice it is. And they say, oh, you know what? For real, now that I look at it, it looks like you're going to need another coat of primer. And we're going to have to put a couple more coats. So we got to charge you this price. But trust me, it's going to be the best quality paint. It's going to last long. And then you're going to have a lifetime warranty on it. Don't worry about it. Whenever somebody is coming to look at my backyard and they want to put that basketball court back there, instead of the price that I'm supposed to pay, which is, material cost plus labor, they're going to charge me the rich nigga price. So a lot of people don't realize that every single day, when you become a successful person, you got to make it every day. Even if you're broke, you got to get up and be broke again every day. You got to choose that lifestyle. You got to choose the energy that you want to come back to your life. So if you're a person that doesn't have a lot of income, that doesn't have a lot of credit, that doesn't have a lot of abundance, you are choosing to participate in that lifestyle. You can choose the lifestyle that you want. That's the dopest shit you won't ever see, because you have free will. You can choose to say, nah, I'm going to make 50 phone calls a day to cold leads to try to get somebody to buy my product. Or you could say, I'll just wait for people to make me go viral on Instagram. Don't you see the two mindsets? I'm going to get up and post a flyer for my business and hope somebody wants to shop with me. Or I'm going to get up and call 500 people. I'm going to follow somebody off of a popular page and follow every person that's on that popular page's list. And I'm going to cold DM them until I get somebody to buy my product. You can choose that life. Or you can say, no, fuck it. I just wait for the world to give me something. The world is not going to give you shit. The world is the type of world that takes. The world takes. Now you got to take back. Now that's the choice you got to make. So what I want you to realize is everything that happens to you in your life, it is your fault. And soon as you can realize this, look in the mirror and say, damn, did I really choose my friend group? Am I really choosing this job that I work? You go to work and complain about your job that you chose. You put an application in, you ask them, pay me this amount. You ask them, give me this many hours. You ask them, give me this profession. And then you went back and complained about it. And you chose to stay there. Your friends, your family, you keep answering the phone. So-and-so keep stealing from me. So-and-so keep talking trash about me. So-and-so keep trying to steal my girlfriend. So-and-so. You are choosing these dudes to be in your life or not be in your life. So what are you going to do with this one opportunity? That's my only question. What are you going to do with this opportunity? That's what I got to ask y'all. Everybody say freedom in the chat. Everybody say freedom. It's not about money. I don't care about money. I seen a dude post, shout out to my brother Aristotle, my boy Aristotle. He's getting to the bag in a major way, and I'm super proud of this dude. He did an interview with a guy, and the guy is talking about, and it's totally his opinion, and he's the main character of his life, and he can choose to say and do what he wants. But he's showing 2 real estate properties. Aristotle pulls up in a Ferrari and he says, you see that Ferrari, when you pull up, everybody know you coming. He says, money screams and wealth whispers, right? Let me explain something to y'all. Ferrari does not sell vehicles to poor people. Ferrari does not sell cars to poor people. Okay? The richest people in the world are the ones who live in the mansions that cost 100 million, 200 million, yachts, 100 million. These are people who are wealthy. There's no whispering about wealth. You look at every person that's, that is multimillionaire, billionaire, these dudes, Jeff Bezos, all of these people are making decisions that is not a whisper. That's how you know who they are. People who are having mega yachts and mega jets. This is not a whisper. We try to make people think that every investment that you make has to be so financially sound. When you make enough money, you can buy whatever the fuck you want. If you want to buy watches, great. It does not matter. If you want to buy Lambos, it does not matter. If you want to live in a townhouse, it does not matter. The whole object of what I'm talking about is about freedom. Okay? It's not about money. I don't care if you got 20 million in your bank account. If you're not doing what you want with the money, what is the point to have all of that money? Imagine me making $20 million a year and then saying, oh, I want to whisper with my wealth, so I don't want nobody to know that I got money because I don't want to do the things that I like. It makes no sense. I am constantly going to do whatever I like, regardless of how people feel about it. And that's why I never claim to be a humble person. I never make light of myself. I never put myself down for others to feel better. Let me tell you something. Like somebody said, my boy Ty said it. You cannot take it with you when you die. So why in a world, like y'all think that it's like, oh, I'm supposed to make all of this money and then literally just walk around in Chuck Taylors. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to wear every shoe that I like. The people who do achieve some type of freedom, they are able to do what they want, not what they can. And most people on this live, I'm not messing with y'all. I'm not picking on y'all. I'm a part of this conversation as well. Most people on this live only do what they can. You live in a house, but if you had more money, you would live in a different house. That means you are living where you can, not where you want. You got a nice car right now. But if you had more money, you probably would get a different car, right? You are probably driving what you can, not what you want. You probably got a bank account and you probably enjoy that there is money in there. But if you had more money, you would be more happier, right? So you have a bank account that you can have, not that you want. Because if you wanted it, you would do everything in your power to go get it. And my thing is not about having millions of dollars. I don't care. You can be happy as fuck with 50K. You can be happy as shit with 20K, 100K. But you have to choose that life of freedom that you want. If townhouse is freedom for you, if a multifamily is freedom for you, if a mansion is freedom from you, if a real estate, if you want to be that person that doesn't drive Ferraris and literally just buys all cash flowing multifamily properties, you do that. But don't get into nothing that you don't want to get into because the internet is telling you, you have to, don't buy Ferrari because wealth whispers. My nigga, wealth do not whisper at all. Wealth is yelling at us in our face all day and night. That's why you see Pushman Mitch marketing and advertising his business every single day, 2 times on Sunday. Nobody will make me feel bad about it. You're going to see me promoting and making my offers every single day because the thing I found out about my business and my products and my services is nobody is going to do it for me. I tried that. I tried to ask my folks when I was trying to come up and become a business professional. I asked my friends and family to help me. I asked my friends and family to share their credit scores with me and co-sign with me. Nobody wanted to invest. Nobody wanted to make those sacrifices. I told them to come out and market. I told them to do walk by traffic and give out cards and go do conferences and masterminds and pay for vendors booths. I asked them for all of that. Nobody's going to do it for me. So please believe Pushman Mitch is going to do it every single day, 2 times on Sunday until I'm dead. And every billionaire that I know, they are not retired. They still work. Mark Cuban, these dudes are billionaires. They own basketball teams. They own all type of companies. Shaq, billionaire. He's still working. You still see that motherfucker on TNT. You still see him out here promoting and marketing Reebok, becoming an ambassador. Niggas is billionaires and they not retiring. What the fuck I look like talking about retiring? I'm going to promote a market, advertise, and make sure I put my best foot forward for my business until I'm in the grave. Because I got one life to get it done. One. I'm talking one. Y'all be living like y'all got a couple. I'm not. So all of y'all, because like I be giving y'all opportunities to come and meet me in person and come to conferences and all of that. I'm not going to force you. But the word poor has nothing to do with money. The word poor has nothing to do with credit. The word poor has nothing to do with anything to do with finances. Poor just means you pass over opportunities repeatedly. That's all it means, is you constantly have opportunities to become an investor. Have you invested? You're like, oh, I want to be an investor. I hate when I meet a person that says, I'm an aspiring investor. I'm an aspiring actor. Nigga, go act. Take your phone, write you a fucking script. If you got to go on ChatGPT and say, write me a full script about a movie, about a drug lord getting robbed, you make it, write the script, and you take it out there and you motherfucking make a treatment, and you go out there and shoot every take on your damn phone, put that phone on 4K, put it in CapCut, make you a movie. You are an actor. If you want to be an investor, you got to start spending money. If you want to become a millionaire, it takes millions to make millions. So please don't think that you're going to have great value energy and then make billions of dollars. It's impossible. You think that you're going to be able to spend $1 and make $100 million. It makes no sense. Even 100,000, even 10,000. You can't spend $1 and make 10,000, but you can spend 20 and make 10. You can spend 30 and make 50. That's how it works. But you guys think that you can literally put out a certain energy and not receive it back. It don't work like that. The energy that you put out into the world is what the world will give back to you. So please believe if all you do is wake up in the morning and take all day. You call somebody, hey, can you help me with this? Think about this. When you make phone calls, are you putting somebody on, or do they have to put you on? Hey, can you get me that job? Hey, can you put me as a authorized user on your credit card? Hey, can you let me borrow your car? Can you let me borrow if you are taking from the world will continuously take for you. If you give to the world will give to you. So remember, reciprocity is the realest thing you will ever see in your life. Do you hear me? I just woke up and had that on my heart to share it with y'all. A lot of people won't tell y'all this, but people will look at me with envy and want to trade places with me, but don't have the work ethic to keep it up if they did trade. If me and you traded places, Pushman Mitch would go broke tomorrow. If me and you traded lives, Pushman Mitch would go broke tomorrow. But if I took your life, I would turn up again. It would take me some years, but I'm willing to put in the work, the effort, the money, the energy that it's going to take, the credit. It doesn't matter. You think money going to stop me from becoming a millionaire? You think money, a dollar amount, is going to stop me from becoming who I was supposed to become? No. All you do is go get the money. People trip me out. I'll be like, yo, I got an event coming up. It's going to cost this much money. And they'll say, I don't got enough. That means you go get it. If you want to go to that thing, if you want to be at that event, if you want to go to that conference, if you want to learn from that person, if you want to take that trip and you find out how much it costs, that's the easiest way to get it. Go get the money, go to work, go do a skill, go do a trade, anything but just learn how much it costs and then just stop. People like myself don't get to where we're going by just stopping when something goes wrong or when somebody says no or when somebody gives me a price. You have to figure out how to get the job done. It doesn't matter what it's going to take. It don't matter if it's going to take credit, if it's going to take cash, if it's going to take me borrowing, asking, working. I'm going to get it done because that's what I want. If I don't do it, then what does that mean? If I don't get it done, then what does that really mean to a person like myself? It means you actually didn't want that thing. You didn't really want it, right? If you did, you would have went and got it, right? And that's the reality that we got to live with. Every choice that we make on a day-to-day basis when we wake up is our fault. You got to have that accountability. Everybody put me in the chat. It's on me. Everybody put me in the chat. It's on me. So now when you look at that your phone numbers, that you texting every day, if you want to know where your head is at right now and where you're going to be next year, I can tell you right now, I can guarantee y'all. Matter of fact, people tell me I'm a prognosticator. People tell me I'm tapped in, like I'm some type of person who can tell people's fortunes, all right? If you want me to tell you where you're going to be next year and 2 years from now, look at the last 6 text messages that you sent. And look at the last 6 DMs that you sent, all right? Look at the last 6 text messages that you sent and look at the last 6 DMs that you sent. Whatever the topic of the conversation is, that's where you're going to be next year. That's what you're going to be doing next year. That's what you're going to be talking about. That's what's going to be manifested for your life. So if it wasn't business, if it wasn't an investment opportunity, if it wasn't credit, if it wasn't travel, if it wasn't you figuring out how you can be able to accomplish a goal to have freedom and abundance, trust me, you are going to be exactly where your mindset is right now. You probably DM'd a chick. You probably DMing chicks all day. You probably sending memes all day. That's our favorite thing to do. This is my thing about it, right? This. When I was sending memes and jokes, I wasn't sending invoices. I wasn't sending wires. I wasn't sending receipts to the IRS. I wasn't sending my clients what they're about to receive for what they just paid me. You was sending memes and jokes. Some of y'all wake up every day and you get in a competition with your friends on who can send the most memes and jokes. And then y'all get mad at me when I say the reality. I'm not saying anything that I want to hurt y'all, but y'all know that famous saying, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. Y'all wake up and have a competition on who can send the most funny jokes and funny Instagrams and funny TikToks. Y'all trying to beat the person. And guess when y'all get mad? Let me tell y'all when y'all get mad. When y'all friend send you a joke that you already sent to them, you be like, I sent that to you already. You late. Please, come on. I already sent that to you. You be bragging about some content or some work that somebody else put in to make content to entertain you. And they getting paid for the views. They getting paid for the engagement. And you doing free promo for them. You are doing free promo for them. They are getting paid from that content. They are getting paid from that joke. Okay? Y'all don't know y'all get paid from content? Let me show y'all. For those who don't know, we get paid for these posts. So when y'all comment and y'all sharing, and the more y'all share, the more money we make on the content that y'all consume. So while you think it's just a little innocent joke, you're really actually paying people like myself who take time out of their day, even though it's exhausting, even though it's tiring, even though I don't want to do it all the time. I still do it so I can be able to make income and make sure I keep the lights on and keep my bills paid and my mom's mortgage paid and my mom's car running fast. And you out there just sending jokes and laughing and kikiing. I'm going to show y'all. You get paid from the content, a lot of money too, not even just a little bit. You got to realize that you the one who not getting the bag. And I need y'all to know that y'all can get it. All right. So the reality behind all I'm saying is, for those who don't know, this is your one opportunity at life to use your 24 hours in a day to turn up. And most of y'all not going to do it. Even after listening to this, y'all going to go right back to regularly scheduled programming. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not because you don't want to. It's because your environment does not dictate you to be a successful person. You go home to toxicity. Some of y'all sleeping with the enemy. Some of y'all friends is the enemy and y'all don't even know about it because they hiding it behind a smile. They're saying it with sarcasm. They're trying to protect you and accidentally keeping you in a box. So you need to get around the abundance environment versus the environment that you're in right now. Some of y'all don't even realize that y'all in that environment. Case in point, I might sit here and give y'all strategies on how y'all can make money, get y'all credit score up, turn up to the next level, right? And then guess what? You're going to go home to a person that wasn't there, didn't hear it, doesn't care about it, doesn't want to push their own car in a snowstorm, doesn't want to push their own car with a flat tire. And you will sit there and take the time to try to make them learn, what you paid for, what you sacrificed time, energy, and effort for, and they don't care about it like you. So what happens when you expose a big dream to a small mind? What happens when you expose a big dream to a small mind? They shoot it down. So you need to change your environment full of people that really want you to become successful. Y'all see right there, I earned $1,000, just $1,000 from posting on Instagram, just like you. Every day you get up and get on Instagram and on TikTok and on Facebook and on YouTube, they don't pay you anything. I want y'all pay to use the app because y'all end up buying shit off of Instagram. Y'all end up buying shit off of TikTok. TikTok made me buy it. Y'all end up seeing certain clothes and fashion trends in restaurants, and y'all end up spending money for using Instagram. I get on Instagram and I get paid. Boom, I just reached $1,000. Oh, boo, thank you, appreciate it. Just for me being consistent and choosing to stick to something that I really know will affect not only my life, but everybody around me's life, right? So with that being said, y'all, we got to start taking our life more seriously. We got to take this one opportunity more seriously. There are people who really got strategies and blueprints that can help you get to the next level. But let me tell you something about humans by nature. Not only do we not want to get a helping hand, if the helping hand comes behind some type of sacrifice, then we don't want it. Ain't that crazy? If the helping hand comes behind some type of sacrifice, and that can be money, that can be work, that can be credit, that can be anything. Right? Somebody said, how you made that 1K. Look, ain't it crazy that you got to guess how I made that 1K and you have no idea about it? But if I said, hey, just pay me $100 and I'll teach you how I made $1,000 on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook every single day. But you wouldn't do that, because what you would do is you would see that I was making money from the exchange, right? Even though you're a stranger. You don't know me. You don't care about me. We didn't grow up together. We didn't go to school together. The only reason you are speaking to me is because something that I have. And if you want to get it from me, the only way you are willing to take it is if it comes free. What do we call people? Listen to me. What do we call people that will only do something if it's free? What do we call people that will only go to a restaurant for somebody's birthday if it's free? We will only go to a club with us if it's free. But what y'all got to realize behind this is this. And I want y'all to start thinking critically whenever y'all make decisions now. I want y'all to think critically. Why would I do free work for you to make money? Now ask yourself about the time you did free work for somebody else to get money. Case in point, I hired you for a 9-to-5. And I say, come and work for me 40 hours a week. I'm going to get richer at my job. Think about this now. I know y'all never thought about it like this. The reason why I'm #1 in the coaching space in the US is because I can make people think critically about what they've been doing and not knowing that they're self-sabotaging. I'm telling y'all, I'm tapped into it. I got a sixth sense. I'm really, really good. So either way, think about it. Imagine going to your job, your 9-to-5, and working for 40 hours a week. And they say, I just taught you how I make money. Thank you. You've been served and I get richer. You're sitting there helping me out, running my business, and I'm getting richer from it, but you don't get paid. Would you like that? Would you enjoy that? Would you enjoy going to work, doing free labor? Somebody else gets richer from it. Think about it. And you don't get paid for your services. So you want me as a successful person who's busy, who has bills that are more than yours, who have credit that I have to pay credit limits that are more than yours. I have mortgages to pay for myself, over $300,000 a year. My mother's mortgage, pay my staff. I have over 11 employees in different countries. I have to be busy. I have to make money constantly to keep up with my overhead. You want me to stop in my tracks from where I can be spending my time making money and spend time with you, and not know if you're even going to use the information that I'm going to give you for free. And I got bills I could have been getting paid. Instead, I'm spending it with you, teaching you, coaching you, paying, because for me to even have access to talk to a majority of you guys, I got to have Zoom. That costs me every month. Oh, you want me to make a course? That costs me every month to put it on a platform. Oh, you want me to send out mass emails? That costs me $1,000 a month to send out emails to everybody on my email list. It costs me money to teach you, and you want me to do that for free, and you wouldn't even do free labor. Ain't that insane? But we have a psychological block that will stop us. It was done on purpose, and it was a smart thing to be done. That's how we're going to have people working in hotels, retail stores, restaurants, chefs, so that the rich people or the people who have a break from work can have a good experience in life. You won't have a masseuse or a spa for people to give you massages if everybody is rich in the society. So systematically, it was done to create worker bees. That's why we go to public school, we listen to bells, we go back and we take a break for lunch, and then we come back and go to work for another few hours in a day. That conditions the mind to think that it's normal. I put it on the news and I condition you to think that it's right to go to college and then go get a job. Even though we know that tuition is very high and most jobs won't pay you out that much for these degrees that we go get, and that we will be paying for it for the rest of our life. And we think that it is very normal. But if a multimillionaire there who has actionable steps, has the proof. I'm talking about, you can Google my name and find out how much my house costs. You can see the whips that I drive, the watches that I have. You know that asset wise, I don't even got to show you $1 million cash. You know that asset wise, I'm in trouble. I sell my house. I'm good. I'm in trouble. I sell my Rolls Royce. I'm good. I sell my watch when I'm feeling bad. I'm good. Reality is, you know that I have things that you don't know how to get, but you still would see it as a scam if somebody like me were to say, hey, I will coach you and show you how how I make over $10 million a year. And you will say, nah, that's a scam. But you will go to college, pay $60K for tuition, and never going to be able to make $60,000. You're only going to be able to get a piece of paper at the end of 4 years. You're going to get a piece of paper. And I have students making millions. It's verifiable proof. But psychologically, you will not be able to do it because you've already been programmed for years and years out of your life to think that it is normal to pay for college and get a piece of paper and not have a guaranteed job when you leave. It's crazy, the piece of paper part. But you get a piece of paper and then you graduate from college and then they don't guarantee you a job. I know so many of my close friends have master's degrees and they are managers at Champs and Foot Locker. Okay? Y'all get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Psychologically, you will never be able to invest with someone like me or even in yourself. You will never be able to go invest on that property that you're going to have to spend $100,000 to potentially, listen to me, you will never spend $100,000 to potentially make $210,000 on the sale of that property because you don't have the mindset to invest in things because you went to public school and they taught you that the highest grade you can get is an A. And I'm going to break that down. The highest grade you can get as an A will make people underachieve. It's the most genius, systematic thing that has ever been done to us. And they also teach you a secondary thing in school. They told you that there's only one right answer. Have y'all ever tried to do long division and you said, hey, I got a faster way to do long division? The problem is always correct every time I do it this way. But even though you got the right answer and you showed your work on your own unique way, they said, no, the answer is wrong because you didn't do it the way that I taught you. If you show your work and you made your own type of math that works better than the way that they're doing it now, they're going to say your answer is wrong because you used the wrong formula to get the answer right. This is going to condition you to do what? Think that there's only one way to do things. And it's going to condition you not to be creative and try to figure out a way around it. Now, when you become an adult and you become an entrepreneur, you found out the truth, right? There's 45 ways to get things done. You know, you can buy a home you can do a subject to and buy a home. You can do a wholesale, don't even have to have any type of real estate license and sell real estate. Didn't even know that. You can literally get a house without credit. You can get a business bank statement loan with only business bank statements. You didn't even know that. You can do a first-time homeowners program where you don't have to put no money down. You don't have to have no earnest money. You literally can use a program called NACA and literally be able to let them pay for your down payment and everything. It's insane. There's 55 ways to buy a house, not one way. But if you go to grade school, you will think that you have to do everything the traditional route. And when somebody like myself, try to say, hey, you know, you can do it another way. You're going to say, no. I've learned for 18, 19, 20 years of my life that there is one way to do things. They did this to you. So now you're scared of people like myself. You're scared of anybody that might have an opportunity because it doesn't sound like what you've been conditioned to think is the correct thing. We're also conditioned to think the government is always right. They have our backs. They give us food stamps, right? They give us unemployment. So whenever they say something, you should go take, go ahead and get that COVID. Go ahead and get that motherfucking vaccine. It's conditioning. And like I said, the highest grade you can get is an A is also a way to get you to underachieve. Right? So if you think the highest grade you can get is an A, I'm going to give you the perfect example. If I give everybody on here a Martin Luther King project, right? Your project is on Martin Luther King, right? And now you have to turn in the assignment. I send you what the requirements are for you to get an A. And you say, okay, bet. It says I got to have a poster board. I got to have this topic and I got to be able to say at least 3 things about them. One person, they say, I'm going to do exactly what it says on the description on what I got to do to get an A. They just do a regular poster board. They take a crayon. They draw Martin Luther King. They draw the earth. They draw his hand pointing at the earth. And then it says, I have a dream. And it says 3 facts about Martin Luther King on a little index card. They got an A. They got 100, right? Another person does the same exact project. They go and get Martin Luther King's remaining relatives. They go get MLK's remaining relatives and have them come speak at the school. Were so convincing when they talk to them, they got a donation from Martin Luther King's remaining relatives to make the school get a new Martin Luther King aquatic center built inside of the school. The mayor came out, cut a ribbon, did all of these different things. And guess what the grade that they got? They did all of that. And guess what grade they got after they did all of that? They got all of this shit done. Guess what grade they got? Somebody put it in the chat. What grade did they get? Somebody said an F. That's insane. You're not paying attention. They got an A. They got an A. They did all of this crazy work. They went and got Martin Luther King's remaining relatives. They got a donation to the school. They built an aquatic center. The mayor came out, cut a ribbon, opened it up. They got an A on the same project. The same thing as the person just did a poster board. So why in the world would anybody overachieve knowing that the highest grade you can get is an A? It's a preconditioning to make you not go harder than you have to go. That will keep a majority of us minimum wage. That will keep a majority of us like, all I got to do is get my bills paid and I'm good. I just got to get that A. My car note is this. My mortgage is this. All I got to do is get that A. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to over deliver. You're not going to overachieve, because why would you? Every time you've done that, the highest grade you've gotten in life is an A. So now after 18 years of preconditioning your ass, now you are waiting for inflation to make you increase your work ethic. I'm going to explain how that works. Y'all remember when gas prices, you used to could put $5 in the gas tank. When I used to get picked up from one of my friends, they used to be like, yo, give me $5 for the tank. And we would ride around all week with $5, right? I remember staying in Midtown Atlanta, and you can stay in Midtown Atlanta for $700 a month. Now the properties down there go from $3,000 to $5,000 a month. So inflation has happened. Have people stopped living in apartments? Gas prices have went up. Have people stopped driving? I'm going to say that again. Apartment and living expenses have went up. A property that used to be $300K is now $600K, $700K to get that same house. Have people stopped buying houses and have people stopped driving? That means that we are capable of making more money when forced to. Listen to me now. I'm about to teach y'all something. That means that we are capable of making more money when we are forced to. But we can't make more money when there's no reason for us to overachieve. So before gas prices goes up, we can't make money as if gas was that price already. Before the rent goes up or the mortgage goes up, we can't make more money before they make us do it. Because everybody complain, oh man, gas prices going up. It's crazy. But everybody just increased their input and they made the money. Nobody's homeless. Nobody got kicked out on the street. Everybody here on this live is capable of making more money when forced to. So doesn't that mean that even if you wasn't forced to, it's possible for you to try to overachieve? Why don't you do it? Why are you so okay just making enough money for the month? Why are you just so okay making enough money for the day? It's called severe brainwashing to make you a worker bee. I luckily no longer had that mindset, and I can overachieve and try to make more money even though it's not necessary. I have millions of dollars, y'all. I don't just have one car. I have an ass of cars. Does that make sense? I don't just got one watch over a dub. I got an ass of watches. I don't need them. I need one watch. I can tell the time. I actually can just tell time off my phone. I don't need more than one house. One house would be good enough, but I got multiple because I am capable of overachieving, even though the majority of the masses don't have the capability to do that when it's not necessary. Yeah, I'm talking shit. I'm just trying to get y'all there to how a person can become a millionaire, and people are struggling to even make 100,000. It's not by accident. It's done by design. It's done by design. And I want y'all to realize that you have the power to realize this. This is why movies like The Matrix and stuff like that are so prominent, is because People are willing to stay with their head buried in the sand. And then some people, oh, damn, you're right. I realize this. I'm going to take my head out the sand and I'm going to take advantage of this while everybody else is not doing it. That's why there's a top 20% and then the majority 80%, because only some people are going to make millions because they have their head outside of the sand and they can see clearly. They can see vividly, and everybody else cannot. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed this live. It was on my heart to get on here and coach y'all up and get y'all ready for the new year. 2025 is coming up, and I pray that every single person that is listening to this live, everybody start recording their screen. Everybody start screenshotting this live right now. I pray that every single person that got on this live today, that you get every single ounce of what you work for. Every single ounce of energy that you put out into the world trying to achieve success, I pray that you get it in tenfold. Only if you go out there and work for it. There is people who are millionaires that deserve to be millionaires because they made the sacrifices. I pray that you get that energy. I pray that you get that fire under your ass to get your ass up and turn up and become the CEO of your last name and be the one who breaks all the generational curses. I pray that you are the first generation millionaire in your family and you are the one that changes the dynamic of how everybody that comes from your lineage thinks. Y'all got me? If you learned something on this live, take a screenshot, tag me in your story, tell me what you learned. I don't got that many spots for mentorship, so I can't even offer y'all nothing. But what I will do for just 5 people, I normally charge $5,000 for my 3-month program. I'm only going to charge you $1,000 for just 5 people who want to get into my mentorship program. You got to be cash ready. So DM me cash ready. If you want to take that opportunity, I can take 5 of y'all. Other than that, wait in line. 3 months from now, they're going to be more spots opening back up. And I'll get you in there. But till then, y'all keep fighting the fight. Y'all keep showing up every day for y'all family. Don't be scared to go out there and get your arms dirty. Don't be scared to spend money on yourself. Don't be scared to use your credit score. People trying to scare you out of investing in yourself. Fuck what they saying. Go do what you got to do. If people calling you crazy, 9 times out of 10, you move in the right direction. Because if you're not moving in the right direction, they're going to be saying, oh, you're doing a good job. Oh, yeah, that's perfectly normal. I don't want my actions to be perfectly normal to somebody that's not making millions of dollars, because that means that they are okay with the way that I'm moving. If you're moving like a millionaire, they are not going to be okay with it. Okay, people going to say, that's crazy. That's nuts. You shouldn't be doing that. Every single person that I know was calling me nuts. They was calling me crazy. And now they ask me for advice. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Pushman Mitch out of this thing, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my vibe every time I get on live. Much love and respect to everybody that came. And y'all know what time it is. Tag me in the stories. Let me know what you learned. And I can't wait to connect with each and every one of y'all. I got a lot of followers and I don't got time to tap in with every single one of y'all. So please keep reaching out. Please keep trying to connect with me because I really want to connect with y'all. I added the people. I've been going through people's pages and I found people who look like they are a part of my tribe and I added them to my close friends. So for everybody that's on this live, you are a part of my close friends and I love and respect everything that you do. Tapping with y'all later. See y'all soon. Peace.